Hello, my name is Take Some Talk. If you're here, then you have to be here randomly or you somehow chained over one of my other social medias. My real name is Dylan. I have been doing social media for some time, and this time I want it to be different. I want to actually show my face, I want to talk, and not do the average content of just gaming or just some other crap. I kind of just want to talk about things, stuff that used to happen in the old time of YouTube and kind of bring that back. And I don't think it'll work for a monetization purpose because it stopped working for a reason. I kind of want to use this platform as almost like a video diary and just talk about how my life, what's going on, my feelings. Because personally, I have trouble doing that with the closest people in my life. So, what better way to get over that than talking to complete strangers? Um, this first video will probably be longer than my average video or the same size. I'm not too sure. I was thinking of 10 to 15 minutes. The first video I was honestly thinking about 30 minutes, but then my number, the phone number, couldn't connect to the YouTube for some reason, so I gotta wait. So the first video is just gonna be like 15, 10 minutes. It is 1/21/26. This is something that I plan to do for New Year's. I'm a little late on it, like I am for anything or everything, but I finally got around to it. Um, what you can expect from this is just unedited, raw footage of just me yapping about anything and everything. My likes, my dislikes. One thing I can guarantee you that I won't be talking about, even if you want it, is like politics. Despise politics. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not left, I'm not right, middle. I think both sides have good and bad, and that's the most you'll get from me when it comes to politics. Um, Other than that, some of my favorite things are anime, like Gurren Lagann, which will probably have its own video at one point because it's I think my favorite anime of all time. Don't think it's the best. The best is Fullmetal Alchemist. League of Legends used to be my most played game of recent history. My favorite's Minecraft, but I basically quit video games, and the only game that I'm playing now is Hytale because I promised myself once Hytale came out, if it ever came out, that would be the only game I would play because I'm basically done with games. I'm 21. I don't think I've accomplished much or done anything that really matters in my life. Um, I'm not like crazy bad off. I've been working since I was like 17 at this place called Stop and Shop. Then at 20, I switched to this place in New York where I help underprivileged kids and bad kids in a school where I shadow them and I make sure they don't get into trouble. These are kids that committed crimes, like actual crimes. And I just, again, make sure they don't get in trouble. And sometimes I will be a teacher assistant. 15.50 is what I got paid for Stop and Shop back then, and I get paid like 20 an hour now. So I'm not like bad off. I live with my mom. Can't afford anything crazy, but I feel like that's most late teens, early 20s now, which take it as you will. That's kind of America at the moment. Can't really pay for your own place of living, but I do think I could have if I tried harder. Um, could have been working more. I could have done a lot of things better. Um, Live with my mom. Uh, Try to help her out with money, giving her like 100 off my paycheck every paycheck. I have a girlfriend. She is nice. I've been dating for probably a year and some change, a year and 2 months, I think, something like that. It's bad I don't know the closer about what it is. I think it's that. Um, I am kind of content. I'm happier than I've been in the last few years, but I'm not like truly enjoying life. Um, I'm just kind of like there, like just existing at the moment. I want to do more. I want to see more. I want to just quote from Avengers Time, be more. Um, and I wanted to just talk about my life, my journey, and just anything. I don't care if you subscribe. I don't care if you like. I don't care if you dislike. The only thing that I really care about is comments. I want to have a discourse. Talked about everything with people. Give you suggestions. Comment like, yo, talk about your favorite video game. Talk about your favorite sport. Talk about your favorite basketball team, which is the Hornets. Favorite football team, 49ers. Bad and good is the best way to put both those teams. Well, bad for Hornets, good for 49ers. Um, Future videos will definitely be uh, more well done, more put together, I think was the right way to put it. Since I'm kind of just bouncing around a lot of topics, just introducing myself. I am sick at the moment too. This is like my usual voice. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. I don't think I'll get paid any money on this. I don't plan to. I just want to leave this out there for something that I can look back on and be like, wow, I improved a lot since then. And that's my main reasoning for it. And if I get people to comment and join me along the way, that is just a massive bonus. Um, for my social media background, I've tried a lot of stuff and failed in basically everything. Takes and Talk was a branch account that I made from NBA Takes and Talk, where I did sport posting on Instagram, made a few YouTube videos, and jazz like that. I had like 1,900 followers at my peak. Nothing crazy. Highest viewed post was like 100K. Had comments from some NBA stars like Michael Cooper, Tim Hardaway, guys like that. And then my account died, lost a ton of followers, and it just plummeted. I was probably most successful with Music Takes and Talks and Media Takes and Talks in the sense of YouTube, because those got like 1,000 views every video, especially my Media Takes and Talk, where I had like 150, 140 subscribers, and I think my highest viewed was like 11K views. 11K viewed video, and it was a short, so does that really count? And that's basically my social media stuff. I did some other things, but nothing really notable. And honestly, the stuff that I named isn't really notable. The first thing I started was Bloody Chronos, which is my gamer tag for most things, but I don't really use it anymore. I have videos on there from I think close to 10 years ago where I sound like a squeaker because I was one. Um, I'm very proud of that account because the videos genuinely suck. They weren't edited well, besides some of the later ones. It's more of a time capsule, just to look back like, damn, I remember this game. I remember playing with these people, and it's just this great account that I could just look back and just get nostalgic from. And I have zero regrets with that account. It is embarrassing as hell, but I love it. This account, I want to do something like that too, where it's like when I'm 40, I can look back and like be like, oh, this is what I set out to do when I was 21, starting my adult life really like officially, where I could basically do anything at 21, um, and seeing what I actually did accomplish, what I didn't, how I was thinking, my state of mind, things like that. Um, and yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. I guess some things that I would want to talk about me is just like my personality, who I am, because I think that's always interesting, or a thing that people want to know. I don't really think I'm that funny. I think I do funny moments sometimes with my friends. So, my close friends would consider me funny, but I personally don't think I'm really all that. Um, don't think I'm relatively handsome. I think I'm kind of just like slightly above average, which I guess is good. Probably give myself like a 6.5. Um, Used to be pretty athletic. Played for high school football, basketball team. Um, Not really fit anymore. That's probably all I got. Used to have a six pack. I want to get that eventually at my own gym that I made for myself. Don't really use it though, which is bad. I think if I actually worked out, got fit, I could maybe reach like a 7 to 8. Um, I'm not really too concerned with looks. I'm literally in my pajamas and a white t-shirt right now talking to what could be a ton of random people, and I just don't care. Um, I'm not like overly confident in myself, in my abilities, like I was when I was young, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I used to always think I could win at anything that I did. Um, if I tried and did it, I would just always win. I was very competitive. I still am to an extent, but I'm not as blinded to that. Some future things that I would want to talk about would be sports, games, and mostly like 80% of the stuff, life. Just everything that has to do with life, my job, how I'm feeling on a day to day basis, my things that I enjoy the most to do, hiking, running, um, reading. I have stepped away from social media too. Don't even have it on my new phone because I just didn't want to. I think doom scrolling has become a big issue with our generation and social media mostly in general. And I want to fix that for myself. What else? Oh, my camera. This. I keep looking away from the camera because I keep looking at myself getting recorded on OBS. I really need to get a new one. This camera is horrible. I plan to make a video like this every single day. And it's not going to be on this camera every day. Sometimes it'll be on my phone, sometimes on my laptop, anywhere that I go. Because I'm not going to be in my house every day. I go to my grandma's when I go to work for like 5 out of 7 days a week, which good and bad thing. Hopefully, I will be fully healthy in the next few days. But this is the first part of my video diary, which, oh my god, that sounds so weird to say. There has to be a better way. Um, I'll probably look up something that people call this instead, and I'll just run with that. Maybe like Life Part 1. Um, but yeah, please just comment. Talk to me about anything. My goal for the first video is to get at least 10 genuine views and 2 comments, which I think is a high expectation for someone with 0 followers, 0 views, 0 likes, but let's try it. If you have been here for this whole time, respect, because this is boring as shit. Um, People's attention span isn't that good, so I, if you're here, power to you, bro. Um, Thank you for watching, and don't even like, just comment. That's it. Take some talk, or TNT, or Dylan signing off. Thank you.